Guys, it's July 28th, 2025 on Monday, and I'm having to talk really loud because next door they are chopping down trees and foliage as they prepare it to become some sort of medical offices or doctor's offices or something like that, which will be great for my business. But for now, we've got to deal with the sound. Hopefully you can hear me. I sold all of these 10 items on eBay over the weekend. So I just want to share it with you, as I do usually on Mondays. Nothing crazy in terms of like, a huge profit seller, but there are a couple of decent ones. Mostly CDs, some DVDs and books. Let's see what we got here. I don't know if you remember this one, I Will Dance on Your Grave. It was a horror movie. It is a horror movie, but a VHS tape that I picked up as part of that was delivered to me as part of a donation a few months ago. I've already sold some other horror movies from there on eBay. I shared that with you. This one actually sold for $45. Let's see, make sure here, $45 plus shipping. So if you ever see this one, I Will Dance on Your Grave, Lethal Victims, definitely pick it up. There's other ones as well. These are going to be pretty hard to come across, but you never know. This is Nightmare, Cornell Woolrich. This is from a donation from February, sold for $14.99. I'm not sure what year it's from, but a vintage paperback book. This is Bobby Womack, Looking for Love Again, from a huge donation from a couple years ago of CDs, sold for $18 plus shipping. This book is The Star Seekers from 1953. I don't know where this came from, but it sold for $14.78. There it is. I don't know why it's in here. To post it. So $14.78 plus shipping on that one. And by the way, yeah, you can sell books older books without dust jackets for sure. Just keep that in mind. These two are very low profit. Spartacus, Ultimate Country Hits, $4.49. This one sold for $5.59, both plus shipping. So definitely not worth selling again. Blue Horizons, SeaWorld Home Entertainment. Let's see, this one sold for $16.49, and this was from those 3 Gaylords that I got in January. So I do continue to sell items from those pallets. Those were mixed media, so that was like CDs mostly, DVDs, and some other media in there as well. This one sold for $8 plus shipping. Larry Niven, it's actually signed. Let's see if we can see the signature. A Gift from Earth. Whoops. You see right there. Oops, sorry, right here. I guess it was signed by somebody else. I don't know. Anyway. And then this one was really nice. The album is Ozma, Boomtown. Cool thing about this is it was signed by everybody in the band. That sold for $57. I took an offer of $57. So this is from a whole bunch of CDs that were in my second bookstore. The previous owners had accumulated, I don't know, 150, 200 CDs, something like that, over many years, because there's a concert venue down the street, and people would come through, the members of the band, the groups would come through and check out books, and then they would give them a signed copy of their CD. It became sort of a tradition. So this one sold for good money. Here's 2 Walt Disney Treasures, Mickey Mouse in Black and White, Volume 1 and 2, sold for $49.99 plus shipping. These were from donations. Unfortunately, not well taken care of. The DVDs are fine, but the cases got rusted. But you can still get good money for these. And some of these treasures, DVD treasures from Disney, can go for a lot of money, especially if they're in great condition. So keep that in mind. Definitely be on the lookout for that. All right, so that was everything over the weekend on eBay. So not bad. And we'll be open today, Monday, of course, and see how it goes. You hear that? They're still going. They're still going. Still making lots of noise. It was quiet for a little bit, but now they are cleaning up. And it's a good thing though, because now we can see through the fence for the most part. I don't know if they're going to replace the fence. I don't know who owns the fence, whether it's the owners on my side or the owners on the other side. But I can actually see the building over there pretty well, whereas there used to be like big trees and bushes and whatnot here. So that's been happening all day. It's been driving me crazy. Hopefully tomorrow it won't be like that. But I know long term there's going to be a new tenant there, and it will bring in a lot of people to that building because there's a huge parking lot in the back, and it's probably going to be busy based on what it's going to be. It's going to be either like, it's going to be, you know, medical offices. So people are going to be, I'm assuming, you know, any medical offices I ever see are always packed. So it'll probably be packed, hopefully hundreds of people going there a day, and they'll see my signs and I'll get new customers. So it'll be a good thing long term. Just short term, we got to deal with all the noise. But what was I going to say? So today I got a donation, a surprise donation. I didn't go through it. Plan is to go through it tomorrow, but I did get 2 boxes and a bag here of what are DVDs. You can see DVDs, some CDs as well, a Blu-ray. I don't know. I haven't dug into it, but apparently there's some sealed stuff. There's another box down here that's got some things. Looks like some VHS tapes and whatnot. So this guy came in. I guess he's been in my store a long time ago. Hadn't been here for a while. I'm going to speak loudly so you can hear me because of the really loud leaf blower, I guess it's called. So that happened, which is great. I continue to go through the local buy I made, the $40 local buy of books, CDs, and DVDs. I'm almost done, but not quite. Still have some more to go through, and did find some CDs. That stack there. Anyway, found some decent stuff for my store, but nothing to put online. Actually, one CD to put online, put on eBay, but that's it. And then this one was a trade. So I still have a lot to go through. And then somebody I didn't see, or in my email, my business email, there was an email that was sent to spam instead of to me. And it's one, I have a contact form on my website where people fill it out to get items picked up for free from their house or wherever. And someone had filled it out 9 days ago. Anyway, I called them and they called me back. And tomorrow morning I'm picking up a couple boxes of, like 3 boxes of DVDs. So we will see. So that's exciting. So I'm suddenly getting lots of DVDs, which is great. The other thing that I did today, which is why I wasn't able to get through more sorting and more inventory, is I spent a couple hours. I just got off the phone. I buying another banner, and a couple signs that I put on the street because the ones that I have are really worn down. I wanted to change the wording. Instead of saying media sale, I wanted to say media store, etc. So I'm changing a few things, and it'll be brighter, it'll be clearer, more concise. So that's good. I'm getting a sign to put on the outside here on the wall there. So that, in anticipation of when they get ready over there, I don't know how much, if it's going to be many more months or, weeks or whatever, but in anticipation of that, I'll have a sign out front, which is good anyway for the business, so that they can see it from over there, assuming they don't put a bunch of trees or a big wall or something in the way, which, whatever. If that happens, it happens. It's still good to have a sign on the outside. I do have one on the door, but anyway. So I spent a couple hours doing that. I had put it off for a long time, and I finally decided, you know what? I need to do this now, get it done with, get it off of sort of like, get it out from the back of my brain, even thinking about it at all. So sometimes you got to work on your business, not just in your business, and that's what I did today. I did both, but anyway, those little things are kind of annoying, but it's going to help long term because honestly, the signs that I put out on the street or on the side of the street there in the front, I brought in more customers than anything else that I've done in the last 5.5 years for the store. So it's definitely worth the time and the money, the investment of that. So that happened today. But you gotta invest in your business. You gotta spend time on it and in it, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm super excited about these donations. We'll see what's in there. I already see a couple of good things. Some things are sealed. Turns out that this was from a house that a realtor is trying to sell, and they literally broke up and just walked away. It makes no sense to me, right? But apparently the people in the house just walked away from it. They just left everything in their house, which I just can't even wrap my head around. But nonetheless, it was full of things, including media. Well, not tons of media, because that's not tons, but some. And that's what happened. It's kind of funny or bizarre. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.